who believes the most sells the most, okay? This is not about your education, not about how much you know, which products you have. Whoever believes sells, okay? So it's very important. If you have wrong beliefs about your company, your product, yourself, and your product, you have to increase your belief. But if you focus on the person and how you can help them, then you will not stop thinking about yourself. This will relax you, you feel more comfortable, and you will see at them, you will become a better salesperson. There are two choices, okay? Sell value or sell price, but you cannot do both. If I will teach one person how to sell, I will say, just be real, okay? Just be you. That's enough. Just be you. Don't fake it. Don't, try to be a person you are not, okay? You just be real. According to a survey, okay, they made 400,000 euro in America. 400,000 salespeople has been, research, okay. Even they have everything the same. They have the same school, the same education, they have the same knowledge, the same experience, the same activities. There is 100% difference between people who succeed and who don't, okay. And the only difference was the belief, okay. Who believes the most sells the most, okay? This is not about your education, not about how much you know, which products you have. Whoever believes sells, okay? So it's very important. If you have wrong beliefs about your company, your product, yourself, and your product, you have to increase your belief. Okay, these are 10 things, I go quick. One is, you have to learn, okay, to trust. You have to trust people so they trust you, okay? The biggest problem in the world today is, we don't trust people, and people don't trust us. The countries don't trust the other countries, okay? This is a big problem, and it's getting bigger and bigger every day, okay? And because we are becoming lonelier, okay? With technology and everything, we are lonelier than before, okay? Even social media, unfortunately, we are now more lonely, okay? So trust becomes a big issue, so you have to trust first. The second one is imagination, okay? Always imagine that everything will be better, you will be better, there will be a better future. So if you don't think positive and, see the future will be better than today, it's a big problem. The other one, is important is self-confidence, okay? You have to trust, you have the abilities and you have the power to, succeed. This is very important. Even if you don't have it, okay? I learned from my master, fake it until you make it. Fake it until you make it, okay? It's very important. Fake it until you make it. So, okay, if you don't feel confident, you think feel confident if you don't feel confident, okay? This is very important. The other one is be proud, okay? What you do, okay, is important. Everything is important, okay? But you have to believe what you do is very important to the world. You have to be fearless, okay? You have nothing to lose, okay? I always believe, I say, if I don't die, I do it, okay? This is my philosophy. If I don't die, I try everything, okay? It's very important. You don't get scared. You don't scare, okay? Because when you do something, the fear goes away. So it's very simple. Anything you fear, you just do it once, everything will be okay. Open mind means, be positive, always, think that there is more positive than negative, okay? So when you feel negative about what you do, about the future, about your business, okay? You have to think bigger, okay? So to have open mind, you have to read more books, okay? So try to read one book a week, okay? It's not easy. Start with one page, okay? If you like me, if you didn't read any book until I'm 34 years old, what you should do, you start reading one page a book. And then when you feel okay, then you go second page. So okay, so don't try to the maximum you can read, is like 30 page a day, which I do, okay? But after 10 years, I try to do that. But I start as you, 1 page, 2 page. So don't pressure yourself to read more than you need. Start with 1 page, and it will come. Another one is, how we communicate, okay? Is very important. You have to also practice, short, elevator speech is one way people, explain, or short talk, okay? So you can start with your employees or your friends, try to make a talk, less than 1 minute, okay? This is very good. Actually, people build more trust if you make short talk rather than long talk, okay? So try to make talk people, when you meet new people on the restaurant, on the plane, on the bus, try to start a conversation, make it short, and you will learn at the end how to open a conversation. Another one is self-motivation. You have to know selling is not about motivation outside, it's motivation inside. How you become motivated, I have two ways. One, targets. The second is meaning, what you do, the purpose. So you have to find your purpose, and when you do your business, you will feel that you are serving your purpose. And the one is, you have target. Don't think about the money you will make. Think about the car you will buy. Think about the house you will buy. Think about the schools you will take your children, or a nice vacation. This will make you more positive and encouraging. And the one is determination. Never give up. Okay, this is a very people always say never give up. Okay, you fall down, you just stand up. Okay, always try to never give up. Okay, because if you don't give up, sometimes you will win. And the last one is positive thinking. Positive thinking means always see the good side, because when you look at anything, you'll see the bad side or negative side. So if positive thinking doesn't mean you don't have negative feelings or negative thought. The only difference, you see the good sides of anything. Okay, so this is learnable as well. Okay, so top sellers, what they do, okay, they try to help their customers. Okay, this is very important. You help their customers. Okay, because when you meet a customer, okay, you can think two things: about yourself or about the customer. Okay, when you think about yourself, then you become anxious. Okay, furious, because you think about your targets, your commission, maybe you get fired if you don't sell. Okay, this will increase your negative feelings. But if you focus on the person and how you can help them, then you will not stop thinking about yourself. This will relax you. You feel more comfortable, and you will see at the end you will become a better salesperson. Okay, another thing is, you have to love what you do. So if you don't love what you do, you love what you do. Okay, it's very simple. If you don't love what you do, you love what you do. Okay, this is important because it brings you a lot of ideas, motivation, energy. If you like what you do, okay, this is very important. Small things, but makes a difference. Okay, but value is actually, when you look, value is quality, benefit, service divided by price. Okay, so you can always use price as a value. Okay, if you don't have any differentiation about your product or services, then you have to offer the lowest price. But if you give quality, means the brand, the benefit, and services, then you have to increase your price. Okay, you have two choices. Okay, sell value or sell price, but you cannot do both. So what is value proposition? Is about how you can help customers, okay, or person. Is about what's your expertise or difference from the competition. What's different? What's unique to your company? What's unique? Okay, not you are better. What you are unique. Okay, people think if you don't have a better product than their competition, they will lose. Okay, which is not true. You have to be unique, not better. If you are unique, even you are not better, you will win at the end. And the last one is, are you best fit? Okay, never look, when you look at customer, you always try to find the problem or what the customer needs. And if your product or services are the best fit, that's enough. Okay, you don't have to be a better product. Okay, you don't have a better choice. Okay, all you have to do is, you have to convince the customer you have the best fit. Okay. Also, it's maybe from TED Talks. Okay, today is stories. Okay, it's all about stories. Okay, so from today on, don't make presentations. Okay, don't explain your product or services. What you have to do, you have to tell your story, why you are doing what you are doing. Secondly, you have to tell the story of your company. Okay, this makes it emotional, and the customer will be more impressed and convinced and persuaded because people like listening to stories. Otherwise, TED will not have millions and millions of people listening them every day. So, okay, listening is the most important part of selling. Okay, I always tell salespeople, okay, never talk, okay? Always ask question, listen, and ask deep question, okay? So when you listen, you need your eyes, your attention, your heart, and your ear, okay? So listening is not about just ears, it's all about attention and listening with the heart, meaning listening what's not said, what's not said, okay? Or reading between the lines, okay? So about communication, okay, it's very important. You have to learn how to communicate. Everybody is different, so you have to learn what other person is. It's a different subject. I train people about this. So there are 4 types of people, and there are 3 types of perception of people. So if you don't know what 4 types of people are, you can never get connected. And if you don't know how people perceive the information from eyes, from ears, and from feelings, you can never get connected, okay? So it's very important, okay? So if you want to get connected and have good relationship, you have to know the character of the customer and you know how they perceive the information. The first, one important, okay, so this is very important. People have listening, valuing to those who speak them, they like to give something, okay? So empathy is, to understand people's feelings and emotions, understanding their body language, reading their body language, tone of voice, and their energy, okay? This is learnable, and when we now not selling to face-to-face, via internet, via technology, you can still read people's body language, you can still read people's tone of voice, and at the end, you can also a little bit understand from their facial expressions, and from their, how they feel, how much energy they have, how much, and what's their, if they are positive or negative, okay? So, I mean, if you make a positive impact of anybody, you meet, you have to smile, okay? Smile is, I don't know, I know there are many different nationalities here and cultures, but smiling is something, it doesn't matter which country you are born, which culture you have, everybody knows smile, okay? And people like to smile, okay? They feel more comfortable and they don't scare from people's smile, okay? You have to learn, use people's name, okay? Very important. You have to, repeat their name when you talk to them. You have to meet them, appropriately, and also you have to sometimes use, humor and, as I said, small talk is very important. Okay, so I mean, how you chat? Okay, chat is is a very difficult thing when you start. I mean, these are 7 tips you can learn. One is you have to be interested from the other person. Second, have a smile in your face. Okay, and use the name as much as possible, especially in the beginning and at the end. And most of talking should be with the customer. Even you talk, it should be about the subject, what the customer is interested to talk, okay? So all talking is about the customer and about them, is all about them, nothing about you, okay? Okay, just think I will go, so because I believe, persuasion is not a behavior, persuasion is a character, okay? So you have to have certain characteristics in order to persuade people. So I will go very quickly about 15. One is smile, knowing your customer, understanding them, get connected. As I said, you have to know what the other person's character is, how they perceive the information. You should never pressure, but you have to increase value, okay? You have to explain value, and you have to, make the customer curious about what you will say, but never pressure. You should be not timid, okay? Be comfortable yourself, okay? Because you are unique, and it doesn't matter you are scared or fearless. You should do what you should do. You should have a positive body language. You're open, okay? Very simple thing about body language. If your hands are open, if your legs are open, if you smile, that's it. 3 things you have to know: smile, your hands and your legs, should be open. Okay, this is very three simple things you should do. Okay, you should speak not long, clear, short, with the right tone of voice. You have to be real. Okay, this is very important. Okay, if I will teach one person how to sell, I will say just be real. Okay, just be you. That's enough. Just be you. Don't fake it. Don't try to be a person you are not. Okay, you just be real. The second one is always don't fight. Everybody has different experience of the world. Okay, sometimes you have to leave the meeting. Okay, sometimes the customer is not the best fit. So what you have to do? Okay, just quit the meeting, but still be connected. Okay, always use the people's names and compelling. Always people like to make business with you, and people like what you do. Okay, there are four objections. Everybody's saying, okay, later on, not today. Let me think about it. I have no money. It's expensive. Okay, those are just excuses. Okay, find the right answers for them, but those are excuses. It shows the customer didn't understand what you're offering. The customer didn't understand the value, or the customer don't trust you, or the customer don't want to make business with you. Okay, but those are just excuses. And about personation is it's very simple. Is just changing how people think, what people believe. They change their attitudes, and they change the way they look at the world. So persuasion is not about changing people's ideas, just changing the way they think, they feel, they behave, and they feel. Okay, those are 8 things. We don't have time, but these are 8 psychological concepts. It's worldwide. Okay, you can read about this. You can read on books of psychology of persuasion from Robert Cialdini. Is the best-selling book in Turkey. So it explains everything what this 8 cycles. I go very quick. If you give people first, they will like to buy from you. People should like you first before they buy. If they cannot decide, they look other people or the brand to decision. If you have the authority, they will trust you more. If you make people commit at the beginning of the sale, they will continue to be consistent with their first commitment. If something is rare, people like the more. So if something is the last day, this is the last promotion. So if you put urgency, people make quicker decision. Always people buy, when they compare 2 things together before they make the final decision. Okay, so if you make a small meeting, those are questions you can ask the customer. Why we are meeting today? What you want to achieve from this meeting? Sorry about the last one is Turkish. And where you are today and where you want to be. What's the problem? And the last one is in Turkish, but I translate. What's the success for you? Okay, what means success for you from this meeting? How will know this meeting is successful? Okay. Okay, this is my book. It's sold about 70,000 copies in Turkey. One day I hope it will be in English. But 10 Golden Rules of Selling is the name of the book. So those are things I talk about the book. What's 10 selling goals? Things is first is you have to love and trust yourself. Make good use of time. Time is very important. Set goals and believe in yourself. Dress well. Take care of yourself. Spend time with your family and your close friends. Be positive and smile. Live healthy and eat well. This is important because energy comes from health and sports. Love, value, and serve people. Okay, when you start making money, please share some of them with social projects and people who need it. And the last one is travel. This is what we need. Okay, try to meet people. Because every people and you meet, it will give you a different perspective. So this is the last slide. There are 3 characters of people in the world who fail, who are successful, but sometimes. And some people are successful, but they protect their status all the time. What's the difference? Their character. Okay, so this is actually the message I want to give. The character is the most important persuasion skill and differentiation between salespeople. So if you want to follow me, it's in Turkish story. I have a YouTube Taner Özdeş 1, but in Turkish. I have Spotify in Turkish, but on the social media, including LinkedIn, Taner Özdeş, you can always follow me on everything because they have translation, I know, from Instagram and LinkedIn. So, thank you very much for listening to me. So, I finished my speech.
And thank you very much, my dear friend. It was an honor and pleasure to have you here, sharing your experiences and your knowledge with our awesome audience.